Running a business on its own is extremely challenging. You have to take this huge leap of faith. You have to be able to envision something and then actually make that vision come to life.
I love Baltimore because it is rebellious as all get out.
Small business owners are hiring local people. Small business owners are supporting local initiatives, are thinking about how do we start to train the next generation of folks. They are always looking out for the community, and I think that it's just critical. If we want to have a strong city, if we want to have a strong economy, we have to support our local businesses.
The challenges are the growth of our city is slow, especially in the manufacturing sector. As our real estate environment market changes, there's less and less space for our type of work. I don't need drop ceilings, and I need rough space that we can just put sewing machines in and have enough power to put people behind them.
And I would say that it is a very difficult. The more residential zoning you have, the less jobs there are in here, because there is less businesses that can stay and keep doing their work, so they get pushed farther and farther out. So it's the zoning issue is huge, because we could lose like this space.
Spaces where I can be real about where I am and be seen. That feels really, really good right now. The Home Run Accelerator helped me a whole lot in getting this space. I wouldn't have it without it.
We want to see these small manufacturers grow in Baltimore for all the ways that they are going to create a more equitable economy here.
My business is all about writing things down and keeping people writing things down as we sink deeper into a technical world. My job, I feel, is to help folks escape, but also be present at the same time with using the art form that I love, which is called writing. And that's what I do on a deeper level. I will say that I have felt supported in my business, felt supported by the community. I feel like people see my intentions and they appreciate it, and I feel supported. And I feel like, I support them too. We're just reciprocating all this love.
So at Made in Baltimore, we survey our members every year. We've got about 300 businesses in the network, and we ask them all kinds of things about their business. Vital signs, how many people do you employ, what revenues you're making, how many square feet of space do you occupy. One thing that was very surprising at the beginning of the program was that our membership was about 70% businesses owned by women, which is not what you typically expect in the manufacturing space. And the vast majority are very small businesses. We're talking, solo entrepreneurs up to maybe 10 employees. They need a little help in taking that next step to get out into their first commercial production space.
You're not all going to fit in that small cubicle, right? You're going to need bigger space. So, and that's the thing that's becoming hardest to find right now is viable manufacturing space.
Having a voice to transform the way that things are happening, especially with residential and commercial investment in the city.
The model that we're working with is, we recognize the problem. We know that there are these barriers for businesses based out of their homes, but I have never scaled a business out of my home.
Made in Baltimore as a local branding initiative is really just helping engage people with resources, engage them with each other, and build a ecosystem that can, again, have that reciprocity that keeps us all going.
We've seen roughly 50% of the businesses are now in new spaces, some of which we connected them to directly. The Made in Baltimore businesses can occupy some of these formerly vacant industrial spaces, bring them back to life, and preserve their good job creating capacity.
I'm of a mindset of if we're always helping each other, then no one goes without. If I can help and you call me, you say, hey, I need a setup for this event, or hey, I need a chair for this thing, or I need you to help me decorate for an event that I have going on. If I can help, I'm there, because one, I would hope that in the event that I needed something, other folks would be there for me.
When you look at the work that's happening with other sort of small business ecosystem organizations throughout the country. There really isn't any other major city like Baltimore that is doing this type of work. I think Baltimore is the greatest city on earth, and anything that I can do within my own work to help those who are beside me, around me, is really personally fulfilling.